All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, happy Halloween to everybody that is listening worldwide right here on the radio station Airwaves. But right here, we actually got an independent hip-hop artist. He is making some massive waves all through the hip-hop community. We got Slimjamin Franklin right here live on the line, man. How are you doing this evening?
Hey, DJ Immortal, what's happening?
Hey, man, I'm doing great, man. I gotta say, first and foremost, man, thank you for just giving us a bit of your time here on Halloween night, man. I hope you're doing well. Do you have any plans for Halloween? Did you do anything?
Oh, man, all is blessed, man. It's an honor to be here. Man, you know, of course, doing a family thing. We're going to carve some pumpkins. It's little mama's first Halloween, so we're doing it big for her.
Hey, man, I got to say, that's what's up, man. I'm probably, after the interview, I'm going to kick back and watch Scream, man. I don't know. I don't have any kids, so might as well watch a scary movie.
Hey, man, that's what we doing it for. It's all about the kids leaving that legacy. That's why we take the independent approach in this music business and making sure, you know, we do it for them.
But I know you're a busy guy, Slim, so I'm going to dive right into this broadcast. But I want to take you back to the very beginning, man. And I got to ask, what made you decide to get into the music industry initially?
Oh, man, it's been a long road, man. You know, initially, I started working with the late producer, Alexander Jacob Martinez, out of Concord, California. And, you know, we had a handful of songs we were working on. And, you know, unfortunately, in 2016, he had an untimely death and everything. And, you know, we had to make an adjustment. So after learning all the business work and having to go get ownership of all the material and everything of that nature, we finally was able to bring forth the Campaign Trail, which is the album you guys see in a physical form and on all digital platforms. But, you know, that drive right there and just having to start over is what, you know, initially got to start taking it serious and pushing the business line on it.
And also as well, man, I want to take you back as well to the year 2012, where you actually released the mixtape titled Trippy Hippie. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about that amazing mixtape, and is it still available on the internet to be streamed or purchased today?
Correct. That album, that's my first initial album. Like I said, it's called The Campaign Trail, entirely produced by Alexander Jacob Martinez, hosted by me, Slimjamin Franklin. You know, we got 7 songs, 7 hot tracks, you know, and that album is the definition of this independency, making sure you own your beats, you own your material, making sure it's copyrighted, making sure your publishing is set up and things of that nature so you can collect mechanical royalties. So, yeah, that project right there is the definition of independency and just doing it for yourself and that passive residual income. And like you said, it is everywhere. You can order physical CDs right now. Link in my bio on Instagram, Royal Slimjamin. Go hit that link in my bio and order you a physical copy. We shipping worldwide right now through Galactic Distribution. Shouts out to them. And you can also get it on all digital platforms, Pandora, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Slimjamin Franklin, The Campaign Trail.
And also as well, man, in 2014, you actually collaborated with King Problem on the song What I Do. I was wondering, how did yourself and King get connected? And of course, what was it like just working with him in the studio?
Oh, man, 2014, you know, that was a while back. You know, it was a great learning experience and a great starting point, like I said, you know, working with Alexander J and the various artists. And what it was like, it was good to find myself and define what type of music I wanted and what type of art I wanted to produce and what type of music I wanted my people to hear. And that ultimately led to me, you know, going to get my business set up and making sure it's registered with the state out here in California, making sure, you know, we got an EIN number, making sure that I know how to register with BMI, getting my songwriter and performing royalties and things of that nature. So it definitely was a kickstart, I would say.
And I gotta say as well, do you guys still actually work together, or is that just something you guys did back then in 2014, and now, of course, in like 2021, you guys kind of went your separate ways?
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of songs out right now as of 2021, you know, handful of singles out there. We got 2 albums out, so I got a couple of features from artists like Lottie Dolly from Pittsburgh, California. If you haven't heard of her, you know, she's a superstar. Also got a couple of hot tracks featuring King Smacker on my album. And, you know, like I said, I've been doing this for quite a while, so you can go look at some of my older material for other artists. You know, we got a few songs with Nick James coming out of this Bay Area, you know. I also got this hot single with Stevie Joe, Livewire. So, yeah, it's a lot of material that's been floating around, some current, some old, you know, but it's all hot.
And also as well, man, June 29th of 2018, you actually released the single Astronomical Highway. I was wondering if you can tell us a bit more about that single, and of course, where can we actually check that out if we haven't already done so?
Oh man, excellent question. Astronomical Highway. That single right there is produced by Maneuver Mike, and that single was inspired by the drive, by the hustle. You know, it ain't always a straight path to where you want to get to. You know, the world might be bumpy, it has the ups and downs, but when you're in the middle of a whirlwind, you just gotta keep your eyes focused on the prize. And that's everything that single encompasses. You can go find it right now on Pandora, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Tidal, Shazam. However you listen to music, go find it. Slimjamin Franklin. It's called Astronomical Highway, one of my 2019 singles.
And I gotta say as well, it definitely is a phenomenal single. I do encourage everybody that is listening, if you haven't listened to it already, make sure you head on over there, listen to it, and of course, add it to your favorite playlist if you like what you hear.
Thank you. I'm glad you love it.
And also as well, man, you're actually the co-founder for Real Money the Empire. I was wondering, can you tell us a bit more about your company, and of course, what services do you guys actually offer to the general public today?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Royal Money the Empire, that's the name of the record label. Myself and King Smacker, you know, we're owners of it, but we're also independent artists. And with Royal Money the Empire, what we're pushing is just this independence. You're showing other artists that, you know, you could do it on your own. You could pull yourself up by your own bootstraps and provide the necessary resources to do the things you want to do.
And I gotta ask as well, like, dude, what do you got? What services do you guys actually offer to the general public, man? Like, is there any way individuals can get more involved with your guys' company? Do you guys offer marketing or promotion or anything?
Absolutely. Anything that you may be looking for as a independent artist, you know, if you need to learn about your royalties, how to collect your songwriter royalties, your publishing, your mechanical royalties, things of that nature, you know, we specialize in things of that nature. Also, a little bit of the marketing, you know, we're heavy on the analytics, so between the two of us, that's what World Money the Empire has to offer to you. Not to mention, you're getting some of the hottest music that you've never heard from artists King Smacker and Slimjamin Franklin and some of the various artists, you know, we do projects with. So there's a lot that we could bring to the table and that we have to offer, you know. It's more so on what you want to do. You let us know. We're trying to help out our people. Each one teach one.
And also as well, man, back in 2019, July 11th to be exact, you actually dropped a phenomenal music video titled Back to the Future. I have to ask, man, first and foremost, what actually made you decide to make a Back to the Future inspired music video? And of course, where can our listeners actually check out that phenomenal video if they haven't already done so?
Oh, thank you, DJ Immortal. I appreciate that. Well, Back to the Future is actually the first single off of the album, The Campaign Trail. So that single was inspired, you know, by the process. It all started in 2014 when the song was first recorded one day, and then within the same week we shot an original video to the song and everything. We had a photo shoot to the album, and like I said, I was working with the late Alexander Jacob Martinez, and unfortunately to his untimely death, you know, we had to kind of figure out the concept and everything, show ownership, proof of all the material recorded, you know, get the graphic work redesigned. So it took me up until essentially 2019 when I released the project to fix all the pieces. And that's what we brought forth with that campaign trail. So I was like, it's only right. It's the first single. Let's do it right, you know. Trying to get back to the future, you know, back to where I started in 2014, but on a bigger level since we're in the future doing it. So that's why I was like, it's only right we shoot a video. And that was shot by Sly Scholar Multimedia.
And I gotta say as well, man, I love how the music video starts off with kind of like you in class, and then the teacher tells you to come up and actually show your report, and then you actually kind of like rap in the classroom. And I think that was really creative, and if people haven't watched that music video, I definitely suggest you guys go check that out. You can really hear the creativity in Franklin's, not only his inspirational lyrics, but of course, his music videos as well.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, Slimjamin Franklin, Back to the Future. It's the first single off of the album, The Campaign Trail. It's out all digital platforms. You can see the video on YouTube right now. Just type in Royal Money the Empire. That's the name of the channel.
And also as well, man, May 9th of 2020, you actually released the 7-track album titled Living Proof. I was wondering if you can tell us a bit more about this phenomenal record, and of course, do you have any hard copies on deck for the listeners that still do love that compact disc format?
Oh man, that Living Proof album, all that is, was my second album, my second installment into the game. And that was just solidifying Slimjamin Franklin, you know. The campaign show, I let you hear a lot of songs, a lot of deep felt material. And that Living Proof, that's that up page, you know, Slimjamin Franklin, I'm in your face. I'm letting you know what's going on in this Pittsburgh, California, this Bay Area, things that I'm overcoming, you know. And as far as physical copies, you will be having some coming soon. Right now it's available on all digital platforms. Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Tidal, Pandora, Shazam. Just type in Slimjamin Franklin, Living Proof. That's the name of the album.
And I gotta say, it definitely is a phenomenal album at that as well, man. One absolutely phenomenal in my personal opinion.
Thank you. That album is entirely produced by Living Proof Beats. We coming out of this Bay Area. If you're familiar with it, you've heard Living Proof Beats. You've heard that tag on some of your favorite songs like E40 Bass Rock. You know, you might have heard Shady Nate, One More Lick. Shouts out to my boy Living Proof Beats.
And also as well, man, immediately following this interview, I'm actually going to be playing one of your most recent releases, a single titled Struggle. I was wondering, for the listeners that haven't already had the opportunity to listen to the single, what can they expect from it when I play it right here on 97.7 FM, right immediately following this interview?
Well, man, the first thing you should expect is some greatness. Make sure you got your iPad, you got your Shazams out, you got your Instagrams. Because when you hear him give you the title of the song and you hear it, I need you to go add it to your Spotify playlist. I need you to put it in your library, stream it, share it, show your mom, show your cat. We need to keep this going in rotation, man. From California all the way to Canada, back to the Himalayas, we need to keep this going. So, yeah, Struggle, you can expect to hear, you know, anything that you need to hear to overcome your fears or whatever obstacles are in your life. That's what you're going to get out of that song. It's always going to be a struggle, but you got to figure out how to push and maneuver through it. And that's everything that I'm telling you by that song Struggle, produced by Maneuver Mike.
And I gotta ask, man, what is next for yourself, man? Is there anything we happen to miss during this interview? Anything else you still want to talk about or promote? Well, we still got you here live on 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM this evening.
Oh, man, I got a handful of stuff. You can expect an album from Royal Money and Empire, from King Smack and I. That's one thing to expect. Expect the Slimjamin Franklin album coming about 2022. Also expect another handful of singles with a bunch of features for myself as well. So just keeping the ball rolling, you know, more visuals, more marketing. We're going to be in their face. Also more showcases, more platforms, things of that nature. So, yeah, just keeping the ball going. That's what you can expect, making sure my little one got this passive residual income. That's what it's about.
And also, man, before we part ways, man, if you can, drop them social media handles. That way our listeners can follow you and stay updated on everything you got going on if they're not already doing so.
Yeah. What's up, 97.7? This your boy, Slimjamin Franklin. I'm calling in all the way from California, Pittsburgh, California, Bay Area to be exact. Make sure you go follow me on all social media platforms, Instagram, Royal Slimjamin, Twitter, Royal Slimjamin. Go watch the visuals on YouTube, Royal Money the Empire. Tap in with your boy, Slimjamin Franklin.
And I gotta say, first and foremost, man, thank you so much for just taking the time out of your Halloween night to actually come on 97.7 FM, man. It definitely was an honor and most definitely a privilege, man. And hopefully down the line we can make this happen again sometime soon.
Oh, the honor was all mine, DJ Morton. You got a care package in the air right now. You got some hard copies of the campaign trail coming. You got some flyers and posters coming. You also got some special merchandise for being a true supporter and a true believer, man. So you got you a Slimjamin Franklin keychain in the air right now coming to your nation.
Hey, man, I greatly appreciate that as well, man. Like I told you as well, the moment it shows up, I'm gonna rip that CD onto the computer, and I'm gonna upload every single song into the 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM airwaves, man. You know, give Canada some of that good hip hop.
That's love. What up, Canada? You know, it's love from Slimjamin Franklin and the whole world, man, the empire. We looking to come to you. Anybody listening in that want to network, that want to collab, that want to bring us out there to Canada, we ready to come to y'all. We got this great hip-hop. We got this great independency. We pushing this campaign from the California to Canada, man. Let us know. You show up. Let us know. We'll show up. You want us, we'll be there. Slimjamin Franklin, World Money and Empire. What's happening?
Like the old saying goes, either you show up or you show out. You already know what to do.
Hey, man, like we say around here, when it's show time, it's go time. I mean, ain't no wasting it.
Hey, man, I like that saying as well, man. I like that. But I gotta say, man, again, thank you so much, and definitely have yourself a good night, and definitely enjoy the rest of your Halloween night.
Likewise, my brother. Appreciate you, DJ Immortal. But yeah, let's give him some of this hot music. I know you got one ready for him.
Oh, most definitely, man. We got it coming up right here, right now.
All right, 97.7. You've been locked in with Slimjamin Franklin, DJ Immortal, man. We thank y'all. We thank y'all.
Most definitely, brother. Have yourself a wonderful night.
All right, peace.